So do you also wish to automate the feedback system for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pably. In this video we are going to understand how to create an automated feedback system using AI agent. So as a business owner, I am using JotForm to receive new feedbacks from my customer. And here my objective is that whenever I am going to receive a new feedback through JotForm, then automatically I want to use OpenAI to generate a brief summary of that feedback and also categorize that feedback. And after generating the summary, I want to share that brief summary with my team members on Google Chat. So now here to automate the entire process, I want to connect JotForm with OpenAI and Google Chat using an automation software named as Pably Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to create an automated feedback system using an AI agent. This will help you categorize feedback, notify the right team members and improve customer satisfaction all without manual effort. Okay, so as you all know that as a business owner, I receive a lot of customer feedbacks through JotForm and manually sorting through it can be overwhelming. So some feedbacks are positive, some highlights issues and others suggest improvements. So to manage this efficiently, I have set up an automated system using an AI agent so that whenever I receive a feedback through this JotForm, then automatically the AI analyzes it and categorizes it like complaint, suggestion or praise and generates a brief summary. This summary is then automatically sent to my team members on Google Chat with all the customer details so that they can take appropriate action. This system helps me stay organized, respond faster and improve customer satisfaction without spending hours reviewing feedback manually. Okay, so now here I've already built an automation where I've connected my JotForm with my OpenAI account and my Google Chat using an automation software. And now firstly in this video we are going to see the working of this automation by simply making a form submission for the customer feedback so that you can understand the entire process more clearly. Okay, so this is the feedback form and here you can see some pre-filled details such as the first name, last name, email, phone number, rating of the product out of 5 and our overall feedback. So now here I'm going to submit this form by clicking on the submit. And here you can see thank you, your submission has been received. That means we have successfully made a form submission over here and we have successfully submitted a feedback over here. So now here after submitting a feedback, let's go and check our Google Chat to see whether a team member has received a brief summary of the feedback and the customer details on Google Chat or not. And here you can see we have successfully received a new message on our Google Chat space which says new feedback received. Here you can see the customer name, email, phone number and the summary that AI has generated that says the feedback is mostly positive with the customer expressing satisfaction over the product's impressive features indicating high product quality and there was a minor issue raised in relation to the setup process implying a user experience limitation. To enhance customer experience, more clarity in setup instructions can be provided. No mention of customer service was made. Themes were product quality and the user experience. So it says please review these comments and consider any action items. Let's make sure we address their input to keep our service top notch. Thanks team. So this is the feedback message that my team has received on Google Chat space and this was the brief summary of the feedback that AI has generated for me. Okay, so this was all about the working of this automation and now here in this video we are going to learn step by step that how you can set up this entire automation by simply connecting your JotForm with OpenAI account and your Google Chat using an automation software named as Pably Connect. So Pably Connect is an amazing automation and integration software and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. So here on my screen you can see Pably Connect's homepage and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pably.com/connect/ina/ in your browsers. And here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pably apps window where you can see all the applications of Pably. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pably Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as create an automated feedback system using AI agent. And now here after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Okay, so now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as .form, as I am receiving new feedbacks through .form. So .form is an easy to use online form builder that lets you create custom forms, surveys and quizzes without any coding. So in my .form trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new response, so that whenever I'm going to receive new response through .form, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. Okay, so now you have to select in my trigger event, you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my .form with Pabbly Connect. Okay, so I'm following the instructions given below. Firstly, I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my .form account. So this is the workspace of my .form account, and here under forms you can see all the forms that I've created using .form till now. So in this particular case, I'm going to select the form that I've created with the name feedback form. So I'm going to click on this edit form. And from here, I'm going to click on this settings. And from here, I'm going to select integrations from the left side bar. And here in integrations, I'm going to select my type of integration, that is webhooks over here. And here you can see an integration has already been set up over here. So I'm going to remove that integration. And then I'm going to add the new integration by searching of the webhooks over here again. And then here it is asking me to enter the webhook URL. So here I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I have received in my Pabbly's workflow. So this is the webhook URL, and then I'm going to click on this complete integration. And here you can see it says integration ready. That means we have successfully set up a webhook inside our .form, or you can say we have successfully connected our .form with Pabbly Connect. Okay, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission, and to do a test submission, we need to make a test feedback submission through .form. So for that, let me take you back to my form. And now here I'm going to enter some dummy data and do a test submission. So for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as test, last name as user, email as test@pabblitudes.com, and a random phone number. And here for the rating, I'm going to give the rating as 2. And then here I'm going to add the overall feedback that says the service was below my expectations, the response time was slow, and I faced issues with the payment process. Hoping for improvement soon. Okay, so this is the feedback that I'm going to post, and now I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see thank you, your submission has been received. That means we have successfully made a form submission over here. So now let's go and check our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received some details such as the feedback that we posted. This is the feedback. Here you can see the rating. Here you can see the customer's phone number, email address, last name and the first name. Also here you can see some other details. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received a new response to .form, that means once we have received a new feedback through our .form, then automatically using an AI, I want to generate a brief summary for this feedback, and also I want to categorize this feedback in the summary only. So for that, what I need to do is that I need to connect my OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as OpenAI. So OpenAI is a company that develops advanced AI tools and models like ChatGPT. People use OpenAI to create content, print, write code, answer questions, and even generate creative ideas. So here in my OpenAI action step, I'm going to select my action event as ChatGPT because I'm going to use ChatGPT to generate a brief summary and categorize the feedback received. So now here to connect my OpenAI with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build this connection, I'm going to click on this add a new connection. If your OpenAI account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, it is asking me for the API token. So following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my OpenAI account, and here you can see I've accessed my API keys window from this left side bar. Okay, so this is the API keys window, and here in the API keys you can see all the existing API keys over here. So now here I'm going to generate a new API key by clicking on this create a new secret key, and then I'm going to give a name to my key, that is feedback over here. And then I'm going to select the project as default project, and now I'm going to click on this create secret key. And here you can see the API key, so I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow. And here I'm going to paste the API token. Now here after entering the API token, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the AI model. So by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all the AI models. And from here, I'm going to select my AI model as GPT-4 because I want to use this particular AI model to generate the summary and categorize my feedback using OpenAI. Okay, so I have selected the AI model, and then here is asking me to enter the prompt. So here I need to enter the prompt that I want to give to OpenAI to generate a brief summary and categorize my feedback that I have received from my customer through Jot form. Okay, so I'm going to add a prompt over here. And here you can see I've successfully added a prompt over here where I've added the details such as customer's rating and some instructions over here. So now here in the place of this customer's rating and feedback, I'm going to map the customer rating and feedback received through Jot form. So now here instead of entering the details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means it's the data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever we are going to receive new response, that means new feedback through Jot form, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So for the customer rating, I'm going to map the rating that I have received. This is the rating, and here for the feedback, I'm going to map the feedback that I have received from the customer. And now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received a brief summary of the feedback that says the customer feedback is negative, expressing dissatisfaction with the slow response time and issues in the payment process, reflecting poorly on the customer service and user experience. The customer's main concern includes slow service, responsiveness, and inefficient payment system. Therefore, quickening the service response period and simplifying the payment process could result in a significant improvement in the customer's experience. So this is the brief summary. And now here with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. And now here after generating the brief summary of the feedback received and categorizing the feedback, what I want is that this feedback should be sent to my team members on my team space with the customer details. So for that, what I need to do is that I need to add my Google chat with Pabbly Connect by adding another action step over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Google Chat, as I want to notify my team about the same on Google Chat. So Google Chat is an online messaging tool that helps teams communicate and collaborate in real time. So in my Google Chat Hangout action step, I'm going to select my action event as create a message, so that after generating a brief summary through OpenAI, then automatically that summary and the customer details should be shared with my team members on Google Chat. So now here to connect my Google Chat Hangout with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this connect given over here. And here you can see after building a successful connection, it is asking me for the chat webhook URL and the message. So now here to get this chat webhook URL, we are going to follow the instructions given below over here. And also if you are unable to understand the help text over here, then you can click on this learn more hyperlink and it will take you to a forum window where you can see the detailed explanation of how to get this webhook URL from your Google Chat. Okay, so now let's move back to my Google Chat. So this is my team space on Google Chat, and now here to get this chat webhook URL, what we are going to do is that we are going to click on this chat name, and from here I'm going to click on this space settings. Now here in the space settings, you can see we have received the option for apps and integration in the left side bar. And here in the apps and integration, you can see we have received the option for webhooks. So I'm going to generate a new webhook URL over here by clicking on this add webhooks. And then I'm going to give a name to my webhook, that is new feedback. And then I'm going to click on the save. And here you can see we have successfully generated a webhook URL over here. So I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabli's workflow. And here I'm going to paste the chat webhook URL. Now here after entering the chat webhook URL, it is asking me to enter the message. So in this message field, I need to enter the message that I want to send to my team members whenever I'm going to receive a new feedback. So I'm going to enter the message as, and here you can see the message that I've entered that says new feedback received, customer's name, email, phone number, feedback brief, and please review their comments and consider any action items. Let's make sure we address their input to keep our service top notch. Thanks team. So now again here I'm going to map all these details over here. So here for the customer name, I'm going to map the customer name that I've received over here. So I'm going to select first name first, then I'm going to select last name, and then I'm going to map the customer's email over here. So this is my customer's email, and lastly here I'm going to map the customer's phone number, and lastly here I'm going to map the feedback brief that I've generated using OpenAI. So this is the summary, and now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send its request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully sent a message on our team space. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see we have successfully received a new feedback over here on our Google chat with the customer details and the feedback summary that we generated using OpenAI. So with this, we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as .form and our action as OpenAI and Google Chat Hangout. That means whenever we are going to receive new feedback through .form, then automatically using OpenAI, we are going to generate a brief summary for the feedback received, and also we are going to categorize it. And after generating the brief summary, automatically I want to share the summary of the feedback and the customer details with my team members on Google Chat Hangout. Okay, so these were the steps to how to create an automated feedback system using AI agent. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabli Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabli.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabli.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabli.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.